Rock and roll, they've tagged up. Idle have tagged up. It's Supply Depot. This is aMenti's choice. Why was it aMenti's choice? I've said what I thought about the maps. I've said what I don't think you should be playing against Idle. But there has to be a reason that aMenti picked this map. You know, everyone knows Idle are good on this map. So why would you pick it? Why would, if you're aMenti, why would you move from a map like Idleness to this map? There has to be a reason, and I'm hoping we're going to see it. It's going to have to come on the attack, because defense is kind of, you know, there's only one way to defend this map, once you get to sort of Idle skill, if you will. So, you know, I'm curious as to see what is aMenti's secret. What are they doing that no one else is going to do here in this grand final? Well, I'm damned if I know. Absolutely damned if I know. But we're looking out for it. You know, if you see anything, you know, is Winghaven wearing his lucky hat? Does a cause have his lucky underwear on? I don't know, but tell me, because something has to give here. There must be a reason why we're playing Supply Depot. We'll see. You're inside the game with TosspoT. We're now 2 players away from readying up. It's Kroz, and it is the most infamous of all ET players. The man that has won more EuroCups than I have socks on right now. The man that has more QuakeCons under his belt than Cooler. The man that has won just 2 QuakeCons, equaling the record set by CZM. By 04. One other. Wombat, I think. No! Who the hell was the other person? He told me it a while ago, but I forgot. There's a record that only 3 people hold in QuakeCon titles, and he is one of them. As we wait on still the 2 of them to ready up, and we'll see. A lot of exciting stuff coming your way here from inside the game. In the European enemy territory realm, we have the SHG Open coming up in mid-February. Live from Copenhagen, 5,000 euros up for grabs enemy territory-wise. There's the Crossfire Land 2 coming in mid-April, 2 months later. And, well, as mentioned, Knight won't be at that Crossfire Land. And the last time Knight didn't play, then I'll tell you what, Idle lost, so it'll be interesting to see. He has an exam on this Saturday. Who has exams on Saturdays? We're waiting for Giga, it would appear, but they're not going to come. So we're going to start this game, and we're going to rock and or roll here on ITG. It's aMenti taking on idle.ee. It is the clan-based EuroCup Winners Bracket Round 1. We are starting in 3, 2, 1, and we are fight and away here on Supply Depot. Idle on Axe's side, lining up with Urti, Knight, Senji, Revers, Jack, and Reload. Over on the aMenti side, we have Clown, David, Akaz, Kroz, Winghaven, and Marv. And yes, I'm going to be mixing up Kroz and Akaz all night long, baby, as Akaz will make his way down the right-hand side, dropping a grenade. We'll get the grenade dropped in his face, and the aMenti side have slowed this one down. Remember, we're looking for a reason. I've been told by Splodge that one of them is wearing his lucky pants, and well, Clown is going to bowl a grenade over towards that side entrance. He won't pick up the frag. Here come Idle as they push forward now, right on the respawn time, as they extend out that defense. They respawn any second now. aMenti have respawned and are waiting in the tunnels, I'm guessing. Yes, it's Winghaven, and yes, he's going to move. There are 2 players to his right-hand side. He's waiting on the call. He's going to get grenaded down by Revers, and how crucial that could be. aMenti have 4 players waiting on this front entrance. It's Kroz making his way back. Going to met himself up. He's in trouble. As his artillery will rain down on Revers. Revers will be singing, Travis, why does it always rain on me? Knight is poised. Is he playing as a Pantherfaust there? No, Engineer, sorry. He's about to launch a grenade forward. He will claim the frag of Winghaven. Kroz, David, both going down. aMenti have Clown down on that bottom level. He just tosses a dynamite in. And, well, you may try to arm that one up if they can get down there quickly, because Idle have all self-killed as well. So, is there a hole? Well, that dynamite is going to fade out as they make their way forward. Urti is going to go through. As Clown is there, we have David going down. He is making his way forward. There's a Cos. Grenade launched in. They'll make their way forward, and now there's Jack as well. He'll be shot down and gibbed. Urti is down at the back as well. Idle losing players fast, but respawn is approaching in 5 seconds. Revers is going to go get those pickups in. They'll push forward and head off this aMenti attack. Clown is in it. David's going to make his way forward. A Cos is there. Urti decides not to self-kill as Clown will go down, and there's no medics to help them. And aMenti will pale into insignificance as they go on down, and they fall like flies. Idle still 5 men up. And that question we asked, why did aMenti pick Supply Depot? Well, it comes flooding back right now. Why did aMenti pick this map? Clown's going to make his way on forward now to this bottom level. Grenade self-kills out as he tries to jihad down Jack. Doesn't happen. We'll give you another ATTV sync up in just a moment. David will claim a flag onto Revers. Reload is there. Idle very cautious that the aMenti players aren't able to get in on their respawn time, and thus far Idle have secured it. Panzerfaust lands in from Winghaven. Connects with nothing. Well, there is that pressure when you're the Panzer. You have got just one shot every, 25 seconds or so, and it's very difficult. Once you miss that first one, the pressure mounts. Once you miss that second one, the pressure mounts. And now, some almost 3 minutes in, the pressure mounts and you to land that shot, and he hasn't landed any of them, and so he switched up to medic. Obviously, he can pack a punch with the SMG as well, as here come the aMenti side. Winghaven, Thompson's down, Knight before going down. Urtir is there, a Cosgaran frag. Revers picks up an MP40 frag. David goes down. Marv will make his way in towards this middle level, joined by the Spaniard Winghaven. Picks up a Luger frag before Knight will be revived, and now Marv is there. Marv versus Knight's K43. Marv wins out, Gibbs in, and Knight is down. On a 5-second spawn, though, Idle have fallen all the way back towards the flag where Winghaven is flying in. Is there an engineer on that bottom level for the Allied side? There isn't. David stripped the landmine, and he won't be coming back. And only Marv survives, and not for long, and that'll be that. The rest of that aMenti attack has been ripped to pieces, and if you look at that spawn time, they're down for another 5 seconds as only Cross is there. He'll grenade forward and self-kill, and Idle will regroup and reset up, and I won't lie to you, this doesn't look good for aMenti. The question of why on earth would you pick this map against Idle comes flooding back every minute, as we now have Cross making his way forward towards this bottom level, and he will hop, he will skip, he will jump, and he will grenade down towards Revan's position. He won't take the frag. I thought he would have done there, as Sentry's grenade does down one. Clown's going on forward. Now Urtir and Jack will patrol that bottom level. Revers is back up and at him. He must have made himself down in the side corner. 3 Idle players defending this main stage, and that's got to be said, there are a few less FFEs than I think one might have anticipated against Idle. You remember Idle, in particular Urtir, reining in some 7 men with, I think it was his artillery in a game earlier on in the year, but or earlier on last year. But not again as they make their way forward. There's David, there's a Cos, there's Wing, and now they've picked up 3 frags, and Idle are down with 3 men. Crowns come up with a frag onto Senji. He's been revived. It's a 3-on-6. Ow! Cos comes up with a double rifle nade team frag, but Dynamite's going in. Knight will stop it. Sensational double rifle nade from Knight as he picks apart a Cos and Clown, and now Winghaven, the covert ops, is looking for a uniform. If they kill Knight, oh, he's dead. He's self-killed with a grenade on his body. I'll tell you what, that man gets cleverer by the minute, as it looked like aMenti may have this bottom stage. Knight made sure that when he self-killed, he dropped the grenade on his body. Idle didn't even lose that first stage. It's still there. The dynamite was yellow, and there was Knight to make sure that it did not go red. Well, Idle are up and at them. No doubt about this, as a Cos puts a Garand frag in on 1. Sentry's going to make his way through. Clown, Winghaven all picking up frags, but here's Jack with 1, with 2, with 3. The Luger frag will complete the hat-trick as Idle will rule the roost on this bottom level. Winghaven doesn't get the revive on that bottom level. 2 medics screaming for it, and Revers will just sit on their dead body and fart on their graves. And well, we have a 999 for Knight, but this map is already won for Idle. And aMenti, why in God's name did you pick this map? We'll be right back here inside the game, as this is some kooks and you don't love me. Yeah, back here inside the game. We're ready to go in 3.
Affirmative.
2.
1. Idle. I hate to say it.
1 supply depot without the truck being moved. We've played 5.5 minutes here. And well, what do you do when you play Idle on this map? I mean, there is... I don't know what the reason was, why anyone would pick this, but Senchi's gone all the way around, up the tunnels and down. Winghaven's going to move in with that Panzerfaust in just a moment. Knight has... no, Knight's not disconnected, but they're back and moving, and here Winghaven will go down, and Crown and Claws and David and the Cause will all go down. I haven't actually seen Winghaven's name come up in that console because he's still alive. He's bounced a grenade, it's gone nowhere. aMenti poised to move in with Marv going down, and Clown will hit the deck as well. There's Revers going in, and I'll tell you what, there's no point in having Winghaven as a Panzerfaust because he's just not hitting anything. He's waited, he's just seen 2 players go past. On the access screen, I saw Winghaven, but Winghaven's making his way through. Has he guessed the right tunnel? He's got 1! He's only got 1! And he's down, and Knight has been kicked for name stealing, and well, we will be paused for a minute But it was a choice between going to the right stairs or going to the left stairs, and he picked the right stairs there, Winghaven. He picked up 1 frag. Let's run you through the stats at the moment for the aMenti side. Cos has 8 frags to 10 deaths. Marv has 2 frags to 7 deaths, and has actually done a heck of a lot more damage on 1600. Excuse me. David has done 6 kills to some 13 deaths. Clown 6 for a lot, and it's got to be said, Kraz for 5 for 10 or for 5 for 9. It's got to be said that aMenti really haven't been competing with these idle players on the score count in any way, shape, or form. But first of all, that's got to be said because it's Supply Depot Axis versus Allies, and I think whenever you play it, the Axis team are going to get more kills, more damage than your opponents, especially on the first stage. But having said all of that, at this very moment in time, aMenti have not even racked up what you would expect from them, and from a side that picked this map. I've said it again. There has to be a reason why they picked it. Someone please tell me why. Knight is back. We're going to try again. The Axis team is now locked back up, and we're going to unpause this game in just a moment, and we're going to start that one in just a moment. As Idle have 2 players down for 30 seconds. It's got to be said, and maybe as Nelly has said, 3, 2, 1, and we are fight. And while Idle now will have to, aMenti will be looking to capitalize on this. Obviously, they have no idea, but Urtir and Reload are going to pick themselves up a frag apiece. Senji is there as well. They're going to rack up those frags, and even Idle 4 on 6 are finding it easy. And aMenti haven't picked up. Senji comes up with another 2 frags to make it 3. He's going to go around and he'll Luger David down in the back. Here comes Clown. He flies down the bottom. Jack's still alive. Dynamite's yellow. Clown is in trouble. Clown thinks that Jack is just going to shoot at a brick wall rather than shooting at him. But actually, he shoots at him amazingly. Reva's going on down. There's a grenade on that bottom level. Knight back from beyond the grave will come in with a K-43 frag. And aMenti must respawn. Knight long-range rifle able to tame a frag, but he'll be revived as aMenti make their way up to the back wall. It is Marv and Kraz, and they're going to make their way through. There is Urtir shot down, but it's an idle respawn time, and that's all they're looking for. 3 seconds till they spawn. 1, 2, 3 self-kills as 4 will go in, and Jack again will be the man that doesn't self-kill. David is going to make his way down to that bottom level. Trip to landmine and is give by Revers, and, well, you know what? This is going to be a fun 7.5 minutes, because aMenti aren't going to win this map. In fact, the last time I saw aMenti play this map was against Netrunners, probably, and they got lucky that they won at that time. Netrunners just crumbled in front of us, and the question has to be asked as aMenti move that truck forward: how are they going to break Idle down? And, this is the question you ask about this map fully. Where is there a hole in this map once you've got it nailed down like a team like Idle have? Is there any way? Clown comes up with 2 Thompson frags downing Knight and Revers as Reload loses his hat and all of his bullets. Of course, will pick up a rifle nade. Marv Thompson frag, and aMenti is starting to shoot back at least. Dynamite yellow. Clown goes down, and Akaz, instead of arming it, runs up to pick up the flag. But David comes up with a hat trick of frags, and maybe some revives, but Dynamite will go down on that 4 bunker gate. And it's only about 9 minutes too late for this map to be of any use to any spectators. But we'll see how it unfolds as now Idle will make their way forward and try and get that defuse, and they will. Knight and Engineer was so confident they were going to get that defuse, he pushed halfway up the map. As we see aMenti now needing to group back up. Revers and Reload will pick up the slack, as now we have Clown going down to that bottom level. 35 points of help for Akaz as he makes his way in towards that side entrance. I'll tell you what, Akaz, you're a great player, but with 35 points of health against a respawning full health Idle team, you're not going to get the frag, let alone the flag. As aMenti, he was going for the respawn time, I guess. So I forgive you. As Knight and Senji will make their way forward. Marvy and Clown are going to go on in as Idle push forward on the self kill, and aMenti are just they're falling all the way back. You could almost say they're defending their own spawn. And as they make their way down, the Idle are only. It looks like Revers and Jack are just poised to defend that bottom level and never self-kill. And they're 2 of the best players that you could have to be the last line of defense if you want. Revers is certainly a man that knows the meaning of the word clutch, as he can turn it on as and when he pleases. But aMenti are in trouble here, and Well, we just gotta hope that idle just, disconnect on the next map or something, because, yeah, there should be a garbage time script on supply, says room service, because, how many times have we seen this? Remember the QuakeCon final map where idle killed it off in like 7 minutes and you knew that there was just nothing ever going to happen in that map? And how many times do we see it every time supply comes out? We knew on the last map who was going to win it before it was played. In the last game, when SFX got just trounced by CDAP, that we knew that after they took so long to get that first stage that they were never going to come back. I mean, what is the point? It can be won so easily, and well, there used to be. I don't know whether they took it out of the custom config, but you used to be able to call vote surrender. I wonder if you can by the aMenti team, because they are in trouble big time here. As we have aMenti pushing forward. There's Clown Thompson frag going on in as now Cross is going to come in. Urtu will pick up an MP40 frag down in Clown. Rasenju will be hitting the deck that time, and Urtu's artillery will hold everything off. He'll pick up 2 with that. Akaz and Wing both going on down. Knight with their rifle nade downs Marv as they go on through. And, well, Kaz will claim a rifle nade frag, and Cloud double grenade, Reload and Senju both put down. Another rifle nade launched in by Kaz, bounced off that back wall down to Urtu. Reva's going on down, and it's just Jack, 1 frag. Jack gonna get 2 frags. Will Jack get the 3rd? No, he's surely been surrounded by so many players. Knight's rifle nade takes down Clown the engineer. David will come across, pick up the revive, but there are only 2 aMenti players left up, and idle fully respawned, and only David's left up, and Jack will claim the Luger frag, and David will say goodnight. aMenti split in half for this spawn. They have another spawn coming up any second now. There it is. But the map is won, and well, the map was won the moment aMenti picked it. I'm still struggling to work out what the reason was for choosing this map, but it's got to be said, this can be as easily as idle have just full held this, aMenti can do the same. Idle aren't doing anything original. In fact, they're doing stuff they were doing in the U96D days in 2005. Well, maybe not their first stage, but some of their other stages. I mean, that was when we saw this tactic first come out. So there's no doubt that aMenti could copy and paste this, and with the ability they have to full hold this idle team on supply depot, take it to Gold Rush. But it's gonna have to be. That's the way it's gonna have to be. If they can full hold, if they can bore us to death for another 15 minutes, then maybe. But you know as well as I do that when you full hold on the first stage on Gold Rush in front of 1,000 people on ETTV, that it's very difficult to come back from. It really is hard to psych yourself up to play well. It takes a real leader to say, right guys, get this out of your head. It takes Knight to pull a team back from that. But well, it's not looking good at all for aMenti, as I'm not sure they're leaving at this first stage. The truck has all made it all the way down towards that bottom level, and with that, it's only offered idle a box to hide behind, it's got to be said, as Jack's going to pick up Urtir, and there are only 2 minutes left. And while this game has, well, caused problems, let's just say, for this map has caused problems for aMenti, to put it nicely. And we'll come back and see whether aMenti can cause those very same problems for idle in just a moment. We're going to start this game back in just a moment as we go on in Supply Depot, and we will start up in 3, 2, 1, and we are fight and start up in 3.
Medic! The medic!
To get that match on back underway and rocking, and I don't think that's a wise idea. I think you should take a minute. You should take 2 minutes and just say just fake that someone's gone to the toilet, and just let everyone step up. Oh wow, nice replay from Revers there onto Winghaven. You know, just fake that, that break and take it, because you need that. Oh, Knight double grenade. Marv and David are both down, and Winghaven's going to go into Senji's grenade as well as well. Knight a little bit. Well, Idle will just brilliantly grenade out their opponent's reload. Thompson frag down to Cos. Panzerfaust comes in. Oh, Knight misses! Can you believe it? The one-man in Bangkok for the spawn Panzer, and he misses it. Revers and Senju are both team killed down their buddies, and now it's all on reload. Oh, and Revers, he's back up. Dynamite is yellow on that bottom level, and well, Knight, it doesn't matter that he missed that spawn frag, but it's got to be said, there were one person who wanted to take the spawn shot. It would have been Knight. And if it wasn't to be in the end, Dynamite's going to go in for the defuse as a support fire in as well. It may have just only hindered. Dynamite has been defused. Akaz has got it. The revive helped him all the way along. And, well, aMenti are back in business. They need to regroup. They need to take some confidence. Like I was saying earlier, they needed a minute or two. They needed to forget about that first map. They just needed to say, Winghaven's gone to the toilet. They didn't need to start that game up straight away, because that last round was embarrassing. To get full held on the first stage of Supply Depot, to get full held on Supply Depot in that fashion in any way, shape or form is embarrassing. And you need to get that out of your system, and you need to be ready to face Idle again. Clowns come up with a double MP40 frag. Jack returns his own double MP40 frag as Cross and Winghaven both go down, and nice ACP frag coming in as the Allied side will cap that Thor bunker, and the David will be shot down by Jack, and it's been an aMenti spawn back. And, well, Galahad raises the interesting point. Has it been exactly a year since Idle lost in 6-on-6? The answer is possibly. It was the delayed EuroCup final. As we look on it, it was certainly January or February that they lost in it. As I look around, going back to January 2005, they lost to Parodia on the 31st of January. That was their last 6-on-6 defeat. The 31st of January, and it's got to be said, the way aMenti are playing, it doesn't look like it'll happen. It does look like they'll bypass the first year. They certainly have a few harder games before that, but we'll see. And as we go past the 31st of January, the last defense Idle had was again against UQ on the 18th of December. But you know what? Since at least since the Idle record started, they've lost 2 games in 6-on-6 since the 26th of August 2005. That can't be right. Maybe it is. Yeah. 25th of August 2005 was, and they've only lost 2 6-on-6 games since then. That is dominance for your records, ladies and gents. And right now they're pushing forward and dominating aMenti. Cross and Akaz are both going to pick up frags, and Marv and Akaz and a Clown and Cross again, and they'll all come up with the frags here. The aMenti players, as they stop, or they thought they stopped an Idle attack, but here goes Revers, picks up one. David comes along and saves the day as the MP40 frag will go in and Revers will go down. Idle are back at that command post entrance once again. The fire for effect is a little bit too late, and Reload's picked up 2 Thompson frags as there will go Reload picking up the Thompson again. Knight comes in with a Garand frag, and there will go another player. And Marv will make his way through. Knight is already at the east entrance. He's going to put a dynamite down on it. There's a grenade in front of him, which will be a second too late, and it'll take him down to 14 points of health anyway, as Knight will bowl a grenade up and claim the frag on Winghaven. The Idle team are more than in control of this one, it's got to be said, as David comes up with an MP40 frag, and we have that command post in, Idle even spotting the landmines as they've cleared out, they've got all the time, they've spotted all 5 landmines for the from the Axis team, and now they won't be tripping them as they go in towards that main entrance and go to plant up the main, but they're going around to west now after east has just blown. There are 3 players at west if they were to go there. They have got the spore of the command post spawn. Reload, Jack both picking up frags. Marv will go down, MP40 frag from him as, in fact, no, it's Revers that went down at the hands of Marv, my apologies. Dynamite goes in on that depot gate. Jack claims an MP40 frag. Winghaven goes down, and Idle are going through the motions here. 10 minutes and 5 seconds to go with Idle in absolute control here. If you needed to go to the toilet, now would be a great time and come back on Gold Rush, because right now Supply Depot certainly is not a contest. Marv waiting with the and Senji and Knight both going to pick up frags as Idle bid to tear the aMenti team apart. There really is nothing aMenti can do about this. Cars and Kraus will pick up MP40 frags as the final depot wall will blow. Was that? Yes, the west depot wall has been planted, and the main gate has been blown wide open. You can hear the alarm bells ringing in the back, and those will be the alarm bells of aMenti fans who thought that, that aMenti would do anything in this game. And, as David comes up with 2 MP40 frags, it's going to be Revers comes up with a Thompson in the back of the cars. Panzerfaust flies through the air as the Allies breach the East Depot wall, and they now have full access to aMenti if they didn't already. David MP40 frags, Winghaven goes down, Knight answers up with a rifle nade, but there's a cause, a double landmine fraggers. Reload and Knight will both go down. 9 minutes and 1 second left to go as we have the aMenti side really looking to get themselves a stranglehold on this game. They have whatever stage you want to call this middle stage, if you like. This is one of the easier to defend if you can copy the sort of U-96D and parody tricks of pushing forward and claiming frags. And this is where the map could be won could be excuse me as I get the hiccups. Could be saved by aMenti. But whilst I'm getting the hiccups, I'll have already pushed that truck forward somewhat and edged it a little bit closer to its final destination. And so they make their way through now. There's Winghaven. He's got a support fire out. It will claim what? One Urte goes down. Urte was the man that picked up the frag, in fact. As we have Senji Thompson frags down one. Knight with the rifle nade, and he's powering his way on through. The truck's in position. Cross is going to stop Knight in his tracks. No, he's not. Cross has to back away, and Knight's away. Oh, Luger frag from Cross. It's too little too late, though. And the cause will go down to Knight's rifle nade. That will take half of the charge away, but it looks like he's going to have enough to get the construction built on the first go. No, and here comes David to save the day for aMenti. The construction was an inch away. Reload goes down at the hands of Winghaven, but Idle have breached the forward defense of this final stage. 7.5 minutes to go here. As we have Senji and Revers leading the assault, David's going to have to do it all on his lonesome, joined by Winghaven. They will claim that frag. Revers is up. Revers can see that construction hasn't faded away, but he decides to wait, and rightly so. Jack's going to come in, take a few blows, and will he be quick enough to pick up the revive? No! What was that grenade from Winghaven? It took down Jack, but it also took down poor David. As now we have Senji and Reload coming up, and Winghaven is all on his own, barged down by Senji. And I just can't get rid of these hiccups. But that is about the most exciting thing going on. Me hiccuping because Reload's picking up a 2-man spawn frag, and Idle have said to hell with the objective, let's go and get these spawn frags and make sure that they don't go up and stop us. And Jack's going to go down. Good revive from Marv there. He's both picked up his engineer, and he's picked up Winghaven, I think it was. And it does look like they've gone through. And Senji is on the top level saying, hey guys, did you forget about me? And he's looking up and he's going to try and back raid some of the players. Marv is there, and Senji will claim the frag, and as aMenti respawn up, they'll make their way out one by one, and there's Knight with the rifle nade poised to strike. Cross takes down Clown. Revival coming. Double rifle nade from Knight. That can't get across, and David will both go down. Senji goes down at the hands of Knight there, can you believe it? A Cos Luger frag picks up one. Clown's going to make his way on. Yes, he is the last man standing. No, they've got Marv up, and Marv's going to have to go mega clutch here as Jack will pick up a double frag. Revers is there. The Axis respawn is imminent, but it could be too little too late. Winghaven fell back, and he's just held the Idle players up on those stairs. One MP40 frag, Crown, double artillery rains in. There's Winghaven, double MP40 frag, and he's done his job there, Winghaven. Well done. Cross will come back and save the day, and now is that pendulum beginning to swing back in the way of the aMenti team. Can they hold Idle? It'll be sensational if they did. 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Winghaven has turned it on. Whatever it is, he got it. Oh no, he self-killed right at the moment with Idle Knight. It's going to go in, and he's going to get the construction up. Oh my days. Winghaven, right as I compliment you, you self-kill next to Knight, who goes and gets the construction built, and Senji is sitting next to that truck, and Idle, you try to write them off. You try to think that it's done, but it's not. And Knight with the Panzerfaust comes in on Marv. Senji was behind them, and Winghaven's got no idea. He's got absolutely no idea. And he'll go down in the back. And Idle, credit where it's due, where it is very much due. You know, it looked like the aMenti team had just been able to stem the tide and slow things down, but Idle changed things up. They sent Knight up the back. He obviously did the trick jump to get up the back. and that allowed him to go in. He waited, so very patiently, on the self-kill of Winghaven, and when he gave it, even if he hadn't given it, Winghaven would have no idea he was there. He went in, he got the construction built right as aMenti were pushing forward. As he was doing that, Senji went in west, where no one was looking, and went in and sat next to that truck to move it away. And, well, you can say that this map is boring, and it is. You can say that aMenti have been raped, and they have. But, credit to Idle. They certainly were no slouches when it came to realizing when they needed to change it up and when they needed to come up with something new against their opponent. And they did exactly that. So, credit where it's due. Idle absolutely raped aMenti on the first map. And the second map is Idle's choice. Reva's 49 frags to 56 deaths. Reload 39 frags. Cause, the only man coming really close, was 49. But Marv down on 20. 28 for Winghaven. 24 for Croz. And, well, it tells its own tale here. And we'll be right back. You're inside the game with TosspoT. We're moving on to Gold Rush. And we're moving on to what could be a very, very painful existence here for the aMenti side. We're not over the worst of it. You're inside the game. It's Gold Rush. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, and we are fight and away. This is Idle's map, and well, if Idle can rape aMenti on aMenti's map, then just be afraid of what Idle will do to aMenti on their own map. It's Gold Rush. Idle starting on the Allied side, poised to move in, and Winghaven claims an MP40 frag, and I'm curious to see what Idle run here, because you always know that you get something special with an Idle strat, and Reload's going to claim one, Ur2 Thompson frag, Marvin at Cos will come in, claim a frag apiece, as Cross will get in on the fun, and Akos will make his way through, Senji Thompson frag downs, Revas, as Akos' landmines in, Senji goes out, and Revas is poised to move into that side entrance as they are there, and the Idle players now will go a long way home as we have Ur2 making his way through that main entrance, and he's just shooting them down. No, he's going to get picked off there, and you can see what Idle are doing here. They're from every angle conceivable. 3 have just gone through the side, but at that very same moment, they're being pulled from the back. You've got Ur2 in main. It's a 3-way attack. If you have the faith in your players, and you have the medics that can keep you up and alive. Look at Reload. Reload has just got his needle out, poised to save Jack as soon as he goes down. There, revive, bang. Jack goes down, he's got his Luger out, he's going for the Gib. Knight's going to come in and help him out as Reload will met himself up. Now Knight and Reload will take over the running. In fact, it'll just be Knight because he's got the ammo, but he's taking some damage. He'll back away. Reload's going to lend a hand. Now Reload will take over the fire. Reload will lay a few shots and Knight will play defensive. Now Knight goes forward. Reload has to switch to Luger. He comes out with the needle right behind his 2 players. Jack goes down. Knight instant revive. Jack's now back on this. Winghaven double artillery. Reload has gone down, and it's Winghaven's artillery that has saved the day. That tank has just been saved, but just look at the damage that those 2 players were able to, those 3 players in Knight, Reload, and Jack were able to do coming from that back entrance just by simply having faith in one another, by being damn good medics, and well, by the distraction caused by Ur2 at the main and Revas and Senji at the side. aMenti Clown has gone in and built that tank barrier very nicely, it's got to be said. And that is cheeky. But we love the cheeky boys here on Inside the Game as now we have Knight making his way forward. They've no idea that Knight's behind them. Oh my days! Knight double Thompson frag as he's going to go in and they'll lose. Winghaven support fire blows away Marv. What is Winghaven doing? Support firing the very front of his own spawn. But Idle have now got this truck. And well, for every moment that something good happens, something very, very bad happens on the other side of the world. The dynamite goes down on the tank barrier. That was the good thing. Well, the good thing was that they got the barrier built. The bad thing was that they allowed Knight to absolutely embarrass them in front of spawn. And now, the best thing for Idle fans is that the dynamite is down on the tank barrier, and they are moving. 12 minutes and 20 seconds on this clock here on Inside the Game. We are seeing Idle push forward as they go through, and we have got Jack making his way forward on the back of that tank, and they are charging here as we have got Marv coming on for tank mounted MG42 frag will down 1. Senji is there. Knight is going to go forward as he will hop, skip, and jump down. Revas will make his way forward, rifle nades himself down, and will launch a rifle nade into Clown territory where aMenti are setting themselves up for a final stage defense. They're just not getting in Idle's way. They're not interested. You know what, Idle? You can have this middle stage of the map. Because the only thing that happens when anyone comes near you is you kill them. So what's the point? What's the point in anyone playing Idle? Well, the hope is that one day they'll lose. 11:30 on the board. We have Ur2 coming around. We have Jack on the back, dropping down to the bottom. Ur2 on the back of that tank mounted MG42 is looking around, nothing to hit. and the support fire has damaged that tank beyond repair, and it has been totaled as Urti will send a grenade in. Axe's team have paused, and well, maybe they're going to be... oh, Reload's already in the gold as well. It is Reload versus a Kroz. I think Kroz has lagged out, by the way. Revers is building the command post. Reload with 94 health and 5 bullets is against Akoz with 125 health and 27 bullets. Can't see the likelihood of that one going all too well. But as they make their way forward, and well, there is... well, this would be sensational if Reload could pull it in, as they wait. As let's see, place your bets right now. You're an ETTV, you're an IRC. Tell me, Reload with 5 bullets or Akoz with 27 bullets. Knowing that Reload is one of the best one-on-one shooters there is in ET, knowing that Akoz pretty much has Reload's position trained, and well, looking at the spawn time, knowing that Reload has a 3-second spawn, I would doubt that Reload will risk anything. In fact, he'll probably self-kill in any second. Anyway, here inside the game, we've got... well, we've got... I have no idea why we're paused.
Prepare to fight.
There we go. We're ready to go. And it is Reload. All pressure, says Jack. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. Place your bets now, because... oh! Reload does get the kill! Oh, yes! Well done, Reload. He missed his spawn. He should have self-killed afterwards, but Reload got it. And nice stuff from the Estonian there. You can hear the tings of his Luger. Well, I thought after he claimed that one he'd be quickly on the self-kill, but no. And Barticello... oh, and Trix. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. You're getting the messages now. Trix, $20 on a cause. Barticello, a cause for sure. Well, I'll be taking all your money, even though I didn't put any money on Reload. But anyway, here we go. Marv comes up with an MP40 frag, downing Reload. Kroz goes down, and Revers with the rifling will come in, and here goes Jack and Idle pushing over. Oh, 10 on Reload, says Kaz, but Kaz, that's too late. You're too late. You missed it. You missed it. Senji goes in. Night Panzerfaust down Swinghaven, as now we have got the objective picked up. It is with Reload, the man of the moment, and Reload is going to go through Axis spawn, because Kyle and David have picked up MP40 frags quite easily here, and now he will make his way through the spawn. The Allied side obviously have that Axis respawn time. I don't have it, as Reload is now caught between a rock and a hard place. Axis team will respawn shortly, but Reload is looking forward. He's got the call in the back. He's being shot down in the back. He's saying, move, Urti. Senji, oh, out of the way. And now Reload will put the gold in the back of that truck, and Revers will go in. 1, 2 frags going in, and Urti will claim a support fire frag. Senji Thompson frags, and well, all those that got in Reload's way have just picked themselves up a frag, and Reload's just moving that track. Idle have got 5 players alive, and they picked 5 quick frags up. The time is going to be set at just over 6 minutes. aMenti are going to be raped on a set. Whoa! Clown, triple support fire, and Marv with a Luger frag in the mix of things. Reload keeps pushing that truck as he'll turn around, and he'll claim the frag. I'll tell you what, if you didn't know that Reload had played on QuakeCon and CPC and done this stuff, you'd swear he was hacking, because he pulls out some sublime shots. Absolutely sublime shots. Revers double rifling, Knight goes down, Urti Thompson frag, and well, the man that in 2005 Idle kicked out of their QuakeCon team, remember that was Idle, not U96D, has come back with a bang. And on Inside the Game, we'll be back in a bang, with a bang.
On my way.
And it would help if I unmuted the microphone. That's the 3rd time tonight. We're starting in 3, 2...
Yes.
Two, 1, we... fight and away here on Gold Rush, with aMenti having 6 minutes and 8 seconds to beat. That is all but unbeatable against 6 minutes and 9 seconds, I'm sorry, against most teams. Against Idle, you might as well disconnect now. They put surrender in ET for a reason, and its reason is called Idle. I wonder if Banny will code like a handicap mode in or something for when you play idle, so that they only get 50 points of health or something when they spawn. Yeah, it might be fun to play EuroCup that way. I'm sure Helix and 0 Point would say, what the hell are you talking about? But we'll see. Dynamite goes down. A Cos Rifle picks up a frag. Command post is... I'm not sure who the hell Dynamite that, because I didn't know who built it, but there we go. Frags coming in. Sentry will claim those as now Marv is pushing up that back road. Marv is going to take the frag on Knight. They'll get the revive in on Clown, and the three of them will go up that back level. Winghaven is there. Reload comes up. MP40 frags down. 1, 2. Very nicely done as the revives are in for Marv, at least on his engineer. But you see the difference. You really can see the difference in the two teams right there. One engineer and 2 medics going up the back route. What did we see in that last map? We were talking about it. We said that the 2 medics from Idle were just instantly ready. One would take over the shooting, one would drop back and revive. The engineer would always be shooting. Then they'd rotate. Then when one reloaded, the other one would reload, would shoot whilst the other was picking out his needle. It was just perfect. You see that coming out from aMenti. Idle raped it. Idle broke it down within seconds. At the same time, there wasn't anything coming through the main. Then nor the side, it just didn't work. And you can see, and this isn't a dig at aMenti. This is just a compliment to Idle, because the things Idle do are very difficult for any team to replicate. They don't do quite what they did at QuakeCon, in particular on Radar, but Idle used to run things every attack to a spawn. Maybe we'd see it if we played Radar, but I haven't seen them do it as much since QuakeCon. Maybe 5-on-5 had something to do with the way they chose that, but they would self-kill out. They would get every attack perfect. None were wasted. Well, Idle now have really perfected what is. You can hear the tings coming in on Revers there as he gets a hat-trick of headshots. He's going to claim another frag. He's going to push forward down. Will he get the frag on David? No, he's going to run out of bullets, and David will take a Thompson frag. Winghaven is there, and in that main entrance picking up some shots. And you can see that aMenti are trying to do this nice little multi-pronged attack, but it just is not working the same way that Idle's did. As a rifle nade bounces off David's nose and then kills him anyway. Cross is going to claim a Thompson and double support fire frag, so Idle are down on numbers. Sentry is out, and it could all be on Knight. Yes, Knight is the only man alive. So where the hell... Oh, Revers is up, and he's going to come and get some revives. But where the hell are aMenti? Jack will claim a landmine frag, a Cos goes down, and well, with 3 minutes and 20 to go, it has been won, it has to be said, but we'll spend this last 3 minutes asking, how can you beat Idle? And I go back to what I said at the start. You have a choice. Do you want to play Idle at their own game? Do you want to play the team that have not lost a 6-on-6 in 11 and a half months? That's right. They've not lost a 6-on-6 in 11 and a half months. And in that time have dropped 4 maps. You don't want to do that. You just don't want to do that. So why don't you play them at a different game? The one that evolves with maps like Frostbite, Adlanest, the one that was there since the start on Radar. Why don't you play that game? Because that's the map Idle have lost most, Radar. Why? Because it's document-based. Why? Because Idle are better at dynamite-based maps. Your supply depot is dynamite. Sure, you got a small document run on Radar, but Idle can build, Idle can plan, and Idle can beat you before you even get the chance to get the documents. Because that is how Idle play. Because that is how damn good Idle is. And if you want to ask me which version is more skilled, playing the Lotto Nest or Lotto Frost or whatever you want to call it, or playing the Idle School of Thought, sure as hell the Idle way is 10 times more skilled. But let's face this. Do you want to win the moral battle where you can beat Idle at their own game? Or do you just want to beat Idle, be it on playing Frostbite, on playing Adlanest, and getting a lucky spawn, or getting a lucky dot grab? Well, I'll tell you what. If I were playing, I just want to beat Idle. I just want to be one of those people that can say, we beat Idle. Because there aren't many people that can say that. The greats in the game can't say that. You name those players who you thought you fanboyed all your life. Not many of them can say they beat Idle. Now, maybe they've beaten U96D back in the day, but when they were just formed in EuroCup 10. But I'll tell you what, that was a long, long time ago. Even in the season where they won, if you take Idle's reign of terror back prior to QuakeCon 2005, in that EuroCup season, they won the Arctic Esports Challenge without losing a game. They beat Junk 52, where Ertier and Senji came from, and they won the EuroCup, losing just 1 game, 2 games in fact, 1 to Parodia in the winners bracket, and then 1 to Helix in the group stage. So we go back even further. They just don't know how to lose. So you got to play them at a new game, the one that's evolved with these new maps. because otherwise you're going down. aMenti have found that out the hard way. They came to Idle and they said, let's play Idle at their own game, and they got raped. Plain and simple. There is blood coming out from their arses. They got raped. Now, the question is, do you want that to happen? You've been inside the game with TosspoT. I thank you very much for sticking through what have been two very average games, it's got to be said. They've been two very, very one-sided games that have finished 4-0 on both occasions. Nelly deleted his comment on ES Reality where he said Idle to win 4-0 and CDAP to win 4-0. And I bet he wish he hadn't now, because he could have said, I told you so. You've been inside the game. I told you Supply Depot was boring. And I stick by it. This is the Fratellis and Baby Fratelli. We say goodnight and goodbye.